Good morning, everybody. I'm Joanna Tompkins. I'm the Nails and Sales coach. You're in the Nails and Sales Facebook group. Lovely to have you all here. We are going to be talking about the three, I wouldn't say quick and easy ways to grow your Facebook following, but I can fit it on my banner here. Wow, look at my top shining, reflecting in the light. Jesus, that's insane. I thought maybe there's something wrong with my computer screen. But no, it's just my sequin top going crazy in the light. How is everyone doing? I know a few places going into lockdown now in the UK. I know Wales next week, or this Friday even, and Ireland, unfortunately. But we must stay strong and we must use the time that we have to the very best that we can. You know, it's not all bad. We can still make the most of this time, and you know, we are the ones that get to choose how we feel about something. So yes, we can see it as the most negative and awful thing that's happened, and it is awful, and it is really, really hard to deal with, you know, especially as business owners, I think even more so. But you can also use this time to your very best advantage as well, and really, really make the most of it. There are girls over in the Nail Business Success Club that stayed in the Nail Business Success Club throughout the whole of the last lockdown. So like 4 or 5 months where they weren't able to work, and they just implemented, worked on their businesses rather than in them, and literally have come out fully booked and absolutely insanely different to the way that they went into lockdown, and the way that their businesses were before. So yes, if you are in lockdown or you are having cancellations due to COVID and you've got more time on your hands, use that time as wisely as you can to work on your business rather than in it. I cannot stress enough how important it is to stay positive, to think of, you know, this is a moment in time. You know, it isn't going to last forever. You know, it's not. Yes, we don't know how long. We might have another year or so. No, we don't even know. Might have a few months, might have a few more, another year until we get a good vaccine or something. But it is a moment in time, and we can come out of this stronger than ever. So that's my little starting thing. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because obviously it is relevant to this time. But what we're really going to dive into today, now, if you are watching, please come and say hi in the comments. Come and let me know where you're watching from today, whether you're in the UK, maybe how your businesses are doing. And we are going to be discussing today, I'm just checking this is all working. We are just going to be discussing today 3 quick and easy ways for you to grow your Facebook following, because I know that question comes up so much. And there are loads of ways that you can grow your Facebook following, and pretty quickly as well. Also, we have a little StreamYard link above. So if you're going to comment, click on the little StreamYard link above, because then I can see on my screen here, who's commenting, which is really nice for me. Let's see who's already watching. Hi, Philippa. Look forward to speaking to you tonight. Hi, Carla. Hi, Natalie. Natalie's in Coventry. Hi, Karen. Fab, lots of lovely ladies and nail techs watching here. So let me dive straight into our 3 ways to grow your Facebook following. Teresa's watching from Storrington. Hi, from the salon. So these may not be brand new things that you have heard, but you know what? It's consistency. Consistency in my message that I'm sharing to you, because it works. So I'm going to be going through 3 things today that I think are quick and easy for you to be growing your Facebook following. Sometimes we need to hear these things more than once in order for them to sink in. I know I had a call with someone yesterday, one of my coaches, and you know, she's saying stuff that I've heard before, but we forget things, and we're not ready to hear them sometimes either. So, you know, that's why it's totally okay for you to keep sharing your message and your, you know, what you're doing on your pages as well, because people aren't always ready to buy from you right there. They're not always ready to hear the information that you're giving. And that's why you have to keep showing up over and over and over again. But that isn't one of my 3 things. So let me dive straight in. So the first one is sharing into local groups. Now, probably 90% of you watching will be like, I've shared into local groups. It doesn't work. Or maybe it did work once. But what I can say is it's a huge part of what we share in the Nail Business Success Club is how you are allowed to show up for yourself and to show up for your business. You are allowed to sell, you are allowed to advertise yourself. You are running a business and not a hobby, and it's totally fine for you to advertise. And some people will say to me, oh yeah, but sharing into groups looks desperate. Only like, silly businesses do that. Like only like, like little local businesses that, are desperate for things. Like it doesn't look very professional. And I can tell you that there are lots of ways to do it so that it is professional, and that by doing it, you can run a really busy, successful business. Like with French and Drenched, we were a mobile nail service. We had no footfall because we didn't have a space like on a high street or anything. And what it comes down to is if you are that kind of thing, and even if you have got a space on a high street now, God, my top's really annoying, isn't it, with this light? Apologies. I'm trying to pull it down a little bit. Or not move. Even if you are on a high street, you don't have the footfall that you might used to have. And so we all need to take our businesses, we need to adopt this thing of having an online business essentially. And even though our actual services are face-to-face, people are going to find us online. Like if you haven't got a footfall in like Bluewater or one of the major shopping centres, we've got loads of people coming past all the time, you need to start like treating your business like an online business, and you need to know how to attract people. And one of them, well, the cheapest, because it's free, one of the cheapest ways and the quickest ways as well is for you sharing into local groups. And like I said, I know some people be like, oh, it's not professional. It's like there are professional ways to do it. Like, yeah, if you literally just share a photo of some half decent nails or with not very good lighting, and you're just like, oh, I do nails, like come and book with me. Like that's not going to work. Like, you have to sell yourself. Like you have to sell yourself. You have to make yourself look really, really professional, and you have to stand out from a crowd. So we're going to have a webinar coming up in November. The details, I'm thinking about it. Like the details will come out soon of when I'm thinking of doing it. But we'll go into more of this in depth for you. But it's not a desperate way. In fact, it's a great way. But as I was starting to talk about at the start, one of the most important things about doing it is consistency. Like, girls, ladies, nail technicians, can be men as well. But, when we share into local groups and we think, oh, well, I've done it twice. I didn't get any bookings from it. Like unfortunately, it's not going to be that easy, and that isn't the way it works. And the way that marketing and advertising works is that you need to be showing up consistency. And I'll give you a really, really good example of this. Like, for example, with McDonald's, like and Coca-Cola, like they are the biggest like brands in the world. And they are so well known, like probably, I don't know what it is, but it's got to be like 80% of the world's population probably know about McDonald's. Yeah. Maybe that's too much. I'm not sure, but it's a massive, massive, massive amount. And they don't just think, oh, well, everyone knows us about us now, so we're not going to advertise anymore. Do they? They advertise every single day. They spend millions of pounds advertising what they do every single day. Now, we're on a much smaller scale, so we don't need to spend money, like huge amounts of money advertising our services, but we do need to be showing up consistency. And I can absolutely guarantee there's a reason why McDonald's and Coca-Cola don't just stop advertising. They advertise consistently, don't they? Like you see it on the bus stops, you see it billboards, you see it on your TV, you see it on the radio, you hear it on the radio. Like it is everywhere. Like they don't stop advertising because they know, and they probably tried it once or a few times, they stop advertising, sales slump. And it's the same for all of us. It's the same for every business. The more marketing you do, the more advertising you do, the more success you are going to have with bookings. Now, it's not solely showing up and doing this stuff. It is also down to your branding, your customer service, your pricing, all of that type of thing. But it makes a massive difference. And it's where a lot of nail technicians and beauticians fail, unfortunately, because they just don't realize how much it's going to take and how much they need to show up in order for it to work. So, sharing into local groups should be absolutely key to your marketing strategy. And we teach exactly how to do it in terms of what to share, what photos to put on, exactly how to do it over in the Nail Business Success Club. So I can't share everything with you now because obviously it's too much in a quick live that we're doing on here. But if I can say one thing for you to get going right now, because this is our 3 quick and easy ways, is just go and do it this afternoon, just get sharing and do it every week consistently without stopping. Like, don't think, oh, well, I'm going to do it once, I'll give it a try once. Joe said to give it a try, I'll give it a try once. Oh, it hasn't worked. Like, it's not necessarily going to work the first time. It's about you showing up over and over again and becoming really well known within your industry, within your area. And, you know, if you only do it once or twice, or you're inconsistent with what you're posting, no one's really going to remember who you were. If you do that consistently, like say if you did that every week for 6 months, oh my God, like everyone is going to know about you. And it will happen to you what happened to French Dreads. Wherever we used to go to anyone, and we didn't just only do this, we had a lot of other marketing things that we did alongside it, such as paid ads and lots of stuff in the local community as well. But you know, if you do it, you will end up having clients and they're like, oh yeah, like I saw you in the Facebook group. And literally every single new client you go to, oh, I saw you in the Facebook group. And so you might think, oh, this stuff isn't working. You know, no one's booking in immediately off of what I'm doing, but you're building up that awareness over time. And, you know, and then in a few months' time, it's like, yeah, I saw you on Facebook. I saw you on Facebook. I can't get you off of my Facebook page. Every time I go on Facebook, you are there. That's what they used to say. Like, that's not a bad thing. Like I know like a lot of people were worrying that, oh, I don't want to annoy my followers. I don't want to annoy my friends with what you're doing. It's like, you're running a business. Like, you need to advertise. You need to advertise. That's my one thing to go across to you today. Right, let me move on to number 2 quickly, because I went on quite a long time about that. Number 2, the second way that you can easily grow your Facebook page is by collaborating with another local business. So someone who has a similar type of clientele to you, but isn't offering the same services. So it might be, for example, if you do nails, you might want to team up with a local hairdresser that doesn't do nails. It might be a local fitness company. It might be a clothing shop. And you can contact those people, if you know them, even better. If you don't know them, you can contact them, say hi, let them know who you are, say you're interested in collaborating, like check out their Facebook page, like how many followers have they got, could you help each other? And we do a lot around this in the Nail Business Success Club as well, about how how to use all your local resources to your advantage in order to grow your business. And collaborating with other local businesses is just one way of you being able to share all of your followers and like share, like, you know, do a review on each other on your page. Like, it doesn't need to be a really forced like thing that you're doing. It could be like, you know, she could be like say, for example, she owned a fitness company or a shop or something. She could be like, oh, I tried out French and Drench today. Like, you know, they're a local nail business. Oh my God, we absolutely love them. Go and check out their page. And then you could do the same for her as well. Like, it can be quick and easy way. Like, we don't need to overthink these things. Come and say hi if you're watching, by the way, if you've just come and joined. There's quite a few of you on today, which is lovely to see. And let me know if this is helpful as well. And if you've tried any of these things before, or if you have any questions about it, while I'm sharing number 3, you can type in any questions that you might have around this. So thirdly, another great and easy way, because it actually is part of your clients, what they're doing, is to, in order to grow your Facebook following, is to increase engagement on your page. Now, by engagement, I mean likes, comments, and shares of your stuff that you are doing. Now, hi, Kate, how are you? Carla said consistency definitely works. Yes, it does. Hi, Louise. Lovely to have you all here. You've made me feel better, by the way. I was feeling a bit sick before I came on. I had the world's most disgusting smoothie. It was not nice, but you've made me all feel much better coming on and just forgetting about it and talking about some stuff that I find I get really passionate and excited about. Anyway, let me go back to engagement. So likes, shares, and comments. Now, I know that it can be hard to build momentum with this stuff, and we can be posting on our page, putting pictures of nails on, you know, doing different stuff and not getting the engagement that we want. Now, when you have a very small following, it can be hard to pick up that engagement because Facebook's only showing your stuff to like 10, 15% of your followers for each one that you do. And again, this is why consistency is key. If you're only posting a couple of times a week, it's rarely going to hit anyone and people are rarely going to get to know you. So the most important thing with trying to increase your engagement is consistency. Again, like honestly, I must say this word like 100 times a day: consistency, consistency, consistency. But if you can get people engaging in your post, and it might start with just 1 or 2 likes, and it might be disappointing to you, and you might be like, God, this is like, you know, I'm having to put this photo up and I'm having to write something on it, and you know, no one's really liking it, I'm only getting 1 or 2 likes. And it's like, yeah, like that is what it's going to take, unfortunately. Like you've got the option of continuing to do it and to continuing to try and grow that engagement and to grow your following, or you've got the choice of trying for a week or so, thinking it's not working and never bothering to do it again, which a lot of people do, or thinking, oh, I'll just do it once a week because it's no point, no one's looking anyway. And what the thing is that you have to start showing up as the nail tech that you want to be. Like, say, for example, if you think, well, you know, when I'm fully booked, I will start posting consistently on my page because I'll have lots of nail photos then. And the truth is it's actually doesn't work like that. And it's actually the opposite way round. So, you know, you need to be posting consistently of nail photos and all of the other stuff that you do in order to get fully booked. Like, so it's making that extra effort. Like, so many nail techs say to me, yeah, but I haven't got any clients, so I don't do any nails. So, well, okay, so you've got a few options. You can not post any nails, and anyone that ever visits your page is going to think that you're probably not that great because you've got no nail photos on it. Or you can go and do some nails on your friends, on yourself, on ColourPops, on stick-on nails are great for doing things on. Get them on your hands and take a photo. You do not need to say, like, we don't even be making up lies and say, oh, this is my client from today, and it's just your hand. But you can just say, look at this amazing design we've just done. Next day, look at this amazing design we've just done. Like, spend a day. Like, if you haven't got clients, then you've probably got time on your hands, right? So we need to use that time to get those nail photos. Like, then you can't use excuses to not be advertising your business, such as I've got no clients, so I can't do any advertising. Like, you have to, and it has to be consistent. But anyway, let me get back to the engagement part of that, is that, you know, the more people that like, share and comment, and I particularly love comments. Comments to me are queen. Is that the more people that do those things, the more Facebook is going to show your stuff to more people. And so it's going to start sharing. For example, if my friend, I don't know, my friend Sam is my friend. If my friend Sam commented on my post, Facebook is then going to show that to more of my followers, because it thinks, oh, more people like, you know, people are interested in what Joe's just posted. So I'm going to show it to more people because people are already commenting on it. It would then show it to some of Sam's friends as well. So it might come up saying, Sam has commented on this post. You know, it gets your name further and further out there. And, you know, it's bloody amazing. Like, I mean, I get the stats from like Just Our Nails and Sales like group, and, you know, where we get the posts, for example, like our follow post, where everyone loves to comment on, we get huge engagement with. Now, the thing is that, and this is a really interesting kind of trick, is that, like, with those follow posts, so I don't even recommend to nail technicians, to beauticians, to all just follow each other just for the sake of having extra follows. Because if your aim is to sell stuff to nail technicians, then yeah, you would get other nail technicians to follow your pages. But, you know, if your aim is to get clients booking in, then there's a good reason for having nail technicians following you. And that is that it kind of gets your confidence up a little bit, but also it provides social proof to your followers. So anyone that comes to you is like, oh, well, she's got 300 followers, or she's got 1,000 followers. They don't know where those followers have come from. They don't know that they're nail techs rather than clients. So it instantly makes you look good in terms of that. But that really is the only way. Only thing that's good about it. And actually, by having, you don't particularly want all nail technicians following you, because Facebook's just going to think, oh, let's just show the more nail technicians, like more people like those. So what you want is actual paying clients that want to follow your stuff. You know, so that's why it's not really that great all the time to do like follow posts and things. But anyway, let me get back to my point, is that, you know, we do those follow posts. I do like one post a week into the Nails and Sales Facebook group, saying you can follow each other here if you want. Reason I do that, not because I particularly want you all following each other, because it's actually not that great apart from for the social proof, is that Facebook now thinks, oh, well, all of these people love what they're doing in the nail sales group, because, you know, every week we have a post that shows that has hundreds of comments on it. So people must be loving what they're doing in this group. And then so Facebook's algorithms then show more of my stuff to you because it thinks that you're interested in everything that we do. And, you know, that's kind of like the thing that you want to do on your pages as well. So, you know, we want, you know, do things that people are going to comment on. So say, for example, you post, like some people, you know, they post the most amazing photos of nails and they get the most amazing response. They get hundreds of people liking them and comments on them, and yeah, go them, lucky them. For most of us, it doesn't happen that way, does it? Like, we post it, we might get a few, you know, even with French and Drench, like, you know, we would not get like hundreds of likes unless it was a personal photo. So let me go into that in a minute. But, you know, it's, Philippa said you have to be strategic with your following. Yes, you do. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. I've completely lost it. This is my problem, right? I just lose my train of thought all the time. Right, what we say, followers. So I've completely lost where I was, sorry. Anyway, I think that kind of like says quite a lot, and I've given a lot kind of tips. Oh yes, I remember what I was saying. Like if you're putting like photos on, and then some people are like for most of us, we're not getting like all those likes and things that we like. So we have to intermix it up with other stuff that people are liking. So sharing stuff from other pages that people have liked, and I don't mean screenshotting it and just re-putting it in there, actually sharing it, because Facebook's going to be like, oh, well, we already know this post is really popular on this page. This person shared it. Okay, well, we already know like people like seeing this, so then it shares it to more people there. Like that's another little kind of tip and trick there. And getting people commenting on your stuff. I cannot tell you like how important it is to get people commenting on your stuff. And again, this can be a hard thing to do to start with. You know, you'll be having to do, like if you're new and you've only got like 100, 200 followers, or you haven't built up very, very big following, or people aren't used to engaging in your stuff, you know, this is something that you need to commit to. It's something that you're going to have to do over the next few months, you know, and I've had to do the same with Nails and Sales, and we're still trying to grow it up. Like we've really concentrated on growing the group, but we've got a Facebook page as well. And, you know, we don't get very much engagement on that. We get great engagement in our group, but on our page, we don't, because it's not really something that we've focused on. I'm not really committed to spending a huge amount of time on it. You know, the group is my focus at the moment. But, you know, for you, most of you will have a page rather than a group. And, you know, you need to start enticing your followers to start engaging in your posts more. And yes, it's going to take time. Yes, it's going to take commitment. But, you know, is you having a successful business and being fully booked something you really, really want to do? Then if it is, then like you will find the time, and you will put that effort in that you need to do, and you'll get those photos of the nails that you need to do, even if you haven't got any clients. And, you know, a great little tip that I do is just heading to Pinterest and just typing in something like social media engagement post ideas. Tons of them, like literally thousands. And you can, you know, ask questions to your audience is really important. Like asking questions such as, you know, like I did a great one like in here, which got like if you could only have a manicure and pedicure for the rest of your life, which one would you have? Like, you know, and we got hundreds of responses on that. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, you can just suddenly post something and you're going to get hundreds of responses, because if you've only got like a few hundred followers, then Facebook's only going to show your stuff to like a few at a time anyway. But if, you know, it is a case of being consistent and doing it over and over again, and you will. Honestly, I see it all the time. Like the girls over in the Nail Business Success Club, obviously they have my support like daily, and, you know, we do a lot of work around showing up for themselves and advertising and tons more tips like on these types of things. And it makes a massive difference. And I see, like, you know, they'll say, oh, you know, engagement's not good. It's, you know, when they first come in, I'm not getting people following, I'm not getting any bookings, not getting inquiries. And sometimes it might take a week, sometimes it might take a month, sometimes it might take 2 months. Depends on where you are on your journey. But, you know, they can all get there if they follow my advice, and, you know, then it's possible for them all to get there. And it is for you as well. And I just want to say as well, like for anyone that's struggling at the moment because of like COVID, you know, cancellations that are happening, or, you know, not getting the bookings that you used to, and blaming it on that, is that there are lots of nail technicians and beauticians that I know that are fully booked and are not even able to fit everyone in still. So if it's possible for them, then it is possible for you. But there's a few things, you know, I'd just be rechecking and looking at, and really taking an internal look of, are you really putting in the effort that you need to, or are you just doing what you know, just little bits here and there? You know, could you up your game at all? In terms of making more effort to attract the clients into your business. Because even in the Nail Business Success Club, when we you know, sometimes we might get people and they're like, you know what, I'm not getting the results that everyone else is getting. Why am I not getting the results? And it tends to be, I look at their stuff and I'm like, well, you're not really following the process. You know, you may think you are, but, you know, you haven't implemented this, or you're not doing certain things, or you're just not understanding it properly. Like it is a case of being consistent and having a really strong brand. And I look forward to sharing more of that kind of with you, like in the future as well. I'm just going to pop if I've got it, I'm not sure I've got it. What I'll do is afterwards, as soon as I finished off this, I'm just going to pop the wait list for the Nail Business Success Club into the comments, because for anyone that wants to find out more information about like the types of things that I've been sharing with you this morning, and just kind of getting you a bit more pumped up as well about your businesses, and helping you to get to the next level wherever it is that you are, kind of taking you from, I know quite a lot of people say nowadays like they're feeling unconfident, they're not sure if they can make this work, they're not sure if they can ever make any money doing nails, you know, through to being fully booked, having to turn people away because you've got too many clients, you know, being able to up your prices so that you can get to those kind of 5k months and beyond, you know, having that confidence to know that, you know, you have succeeded in this business. You know, it is totally possible, because there are many women and men, but you know, we're all women pretty much in here, many women before you that have managed to do it, and there's no reason that if they have done it that you can't too. But it's just sometimes just making a little shift in our brains, really, of knowing, of having belief in ourselves, of knowing the skills and some marketing strategies to put behind that belief, in order to literally just turn your business around. Like, it doesn't have to take years. I know there's quite a lot of people out there which will be like, you know, it takes like 3 years for you to grow your nail business. Like, not the case. Like, I only had like French and Drench, we've closed it now because I fully concentrate on doing this, but you know, only owned French and Drench for 4 years, and you know, we grew it from just me through to having like 4 or 5 members of staff. We had over 800 clients on our books. Like, it doesn't take 3 or 4 years to fully book one person. Like, it should take you months. We should be able to get you there in months. Anyway, I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to pop the wait list up, which is for the Nail Business Success Club. So the doors aren't open, so you can't join at the moment, but you can put your name on the wait list so that when we do open it, you are told so you can get in. Have an amazing day. Good luck to everyone. We're getting bookings this week. Glad everyone's enjoyed the training, and I will see you all soon. Bye.